Hi, this is April Kroll, and I'm from Zombie Isle and Zombie Crack, and this is 13th Wolfman. Arr!
Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. You know what? I'm just going to say it now. When you get done watching this video, always like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say. When you do subscribe, hit the little notification button so you know whenever something new is put up. I said it, got it out of the way, and now on to, this is a Mill Creek review for, they sent me a double pack of Joan Crawford films. The Double Psycho Biddy feature. So you got Straight Jacket and Beserk. We're going to talk about them both in this one video. So, first we're going to start with Straight Jacket. Straight Jacket was put out in 1963, starred Joan Crawford, what's his name? George Kennedy, and it was, we're talking about close to the end of, not the end, but, Joan Crawford's career when she was older, and she was just taking just about any part that she could. I have a feeling we've all seen the movie Mommy Dearest, but I don't know personally how much of that is true, how much of that's, made up for fiction. But she seems like she'd be a hard person to work with. And here's the thing. It was directed by William Castle. Yes, that William Castle. The William Castle that brought us 13 Ghosts and House on Haunted Hill, even Rosemary's Baby. Written by Robert Bloch, the guy that wrote the book Psycho is based on. Now, I have a hard time believing that William Castle, who looks like he's probably one of the coolest guys to know, got along very well with Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford plays a married woman who comes home one night to find her husband in bed with another man. She loses her mind and she chops him up. Next thing you know, she spent 20 years in an asylum for the criminally insane. She gets out and she's going to go visit her daughter. Yes, her and her husband had a daughter who was there the night that Mom did a little slicing and dicing. And she was raised by her aunt and uncle. It's a cool movie. Basically, 20 years later, they're not quite sure if she's 100% stable or, they have questions. It's like, really? They let her out after all this? Is it possible that she, relapses? And it's a cool movie. I really liked it. I like the fact that this wasn't as campy as a lot of William Castle movies are, and I like that. I like that a lot. It was well acted. Like I said, George Kennedy's in it. George Kennedy has probably one of the smallest roles ever in his career. He plays a ranch hand. He's the guy that milks the cows and does certain things on the farm that the daughter grew up on. And I don't know, I just like the way that this was put together. There are parts where it feels like it drags a little bit. Not a lot, but just enough. It's a good movie. I really like the it's in black and white, and the transfer looks great, if you ask me. There's no clicks and pops. There's no scratches on the film. There's no fuzz in the audio. It's a really nice edition of Straight Jacket. What would I give Straight Jacket? I would give this easily 3 out of 4 chainsaws. Not a problem. Next one is Beserk. Beserk is Joan Crawford. Plays a woman that owns a circus that travels throughout Europe. And one night while they're performing, while the guy that's doing the high wire act is performing, the high wire breaks and he dies. And it's really bizarre because they're like, hey, we we run a safe circus. Everyone knows their job. Everyone knows. I love circus movies and carnival movies because I've said before at one point in time I was a carny, so it's just kind of like a really cool attraction for me. Now, along with Joan Crawford in this movie, you got Judy Geeson. This movie came out in 1967, a year before To Serve with Love comes out, which she'll probably be most notably known for. She plays Joan Crawford's daughter, which is, understandable. You got Deanna Doors in it. You got Ty Harden in it. It's a really well put together movie. It's in color. This one isn't like Straight Jacket. This one is always going. It's always moving. It doesn't feel like there's ever a lull for it to drag at all. This movie just it's got a better pace to it, is what I'm trying to say. And I really like this movie. I like them both. Like I said, Straight Jacket's a 3. When it comes down to this one, the acting's there. The look is cool. This one seems a little more violent. Like I said, it's 1967. They haven't really gone away from, the code yet, because the code doesn't get dropped, and the Hays Code doesn't get dropped until 1968. That's when they start going to ratings. But there's a little bit of blood in this. It's definitely a fun movie. This is definitely worth picking up if you like those classic movies and you like, this is well worth the buy. So I would say Beserk. Beserk is easy. 3.5 chainsaws out of 4. It's that fun of a movie. Is it a perfect movie? No. It's kind of fun because this is kind of along the lines of a whodunit type thing, Beserk. And so you're trying to figure out, there are bad things happening at the circus constantly, and you're trying to figure out, over the course of the movie, who could be the killer. And I just like the way that this plays out. There are reasons for it, and believe me, I changed my mind more times than I thought I could have. I just kept on going, well, that doesn't make sense. Well, it's got to be, no, they were right there the whole time. It's not them. I like that style of movie. So yeah, Beserk, Straight Jacket, the double Psycho Biddy feature from Mill Creek. I say check this out. If you like classic films, and these are both like right there in the vein of a slasher. Not quite as graphic as slashers that we've seen, but both of them are after Psycho. Like I said, the first one, Straight Jacket, is written by the guy that wrote the book Psycho, and directed by William Castle. That should be a selling point all around. And the second one, Beserk. It's just a well put together movie. So with that being said, go over to Mill Creek, check it out. I'll leave the link below so you can see, you can go right to Mill Creek, check out their stuff. As always, I said at the beginning, always like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want to know what you have to say. When you do subscribe, hit the bell. That way you'll be notified. And, as always, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and that's right, I'm on the prowl.